What's going on, YouTube family? Back here again. It is morning time, early morning, and about to get my first meal in. So here we go. Another day of eating, building the beast. This is episode 10. This is the last episode of my bulk series before I start my Road to Aesthetic series, which is all about shredding and getting lean and getting hoe ready, as Chris Jones likes to say. So that's going to be the next journey in my fitness life. But for right now, I'm going to show you what I have for breakfast. Hungry. What we have here, very simple. Egg whites with 1 serving of ketchup. It's regular ketchup, it's not sugar-free or anything like that, so it does add a little bit of extra carbs, but that's what I want. A little extra carbs on top of the eggs also give it a little bit of flavor. I either do barbecue or ketchup on my eggs. I like ketchup on my eggs. Does anybody else do that? I love it. We also have wheat germ. Wheat germ, I also put, this is a whole wheat germ, and then it's also, it's instant whole wheat germ. And it also has Bing cherries on top, frozen Bing cherries, just to kind of change it up a little bit. I always do like frozen blueberries or a lot of different types of mixed berries, but I was like, I'm going to try some Bing cherries just to change it up. I also added a scoop of Cellucor whey protein in there. This is the cookies and cream. Cookies and cream blends really well with wheat germ or oatmeal. Super easy, just add the two together to stir it up. A little bit of extra water, obviously, because if you're going to add some protein in there, it's probably going to thicken it up too much, but just make sure you add a little extra water. Add the protein, and also first part of the morning, you know I'm all about that coffee. So here's the first cup of coffee, French press, and also caramel cream, fat-free, sugar-free creamer. There's breakfast, meal number 1. Lunch with the family. It is meal number 2. Went to the taco cart and got steak tacos. It's just tortillas, steak, cilantro and onion, and a lime I'm going to squeeze on top of that. It's going to be really good. The taco cart's really good. It's only $1.50 a taco too, so it's actually pretty cheap. And then tastes awesome, so it's really easy, convenient. And going to slug this entire thing of water with meal number 2. And I'll see you for meal number 3.
Hi, Nancy.
Really good, but I think I ate it too fast. Post-workout meal, and meal number 3. It's going to be a ½ cup of oatmeal. It is 2 scoops of cookies and cream whey. It is 1 serving of peanut butter in there, and then it also has 1 banana. So I'm going to do that with about 16 ounces of water, blend that up, and chug it. Meal number 3. Lazy dinner. I love these. They're super cheap, super convenient, not a lot of crap in them as far as like preservatives. There are actually no preservatives at all. I can pronounce all the ingredients in it. I don't always recommend frozen food, but sometimes to stay on track, you know what, sometimes I'm lazy, and I like to still make sure that I have options that will still be clean and, you know, still taste good. These are really good. So Lean Cuisine, I haven't tried too many of them, but I do like this one, Santa Fe style rice and beans, and I'm going to have 2 of them. Still bulking right now. This is going to be my last, I got 2 more days of bulking. But by the time you see this, I will be done with my bulking and on to my cut. So here's the macros on it. Calories, 290, 4.5 grams of fat, 52 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of protein. But I'm going to have 2 of those, because it's not too much. I need more than that. So I'm going to have 2 of them. 10 grams of protein. I thought I had more than that. But I kind of analyze, obviously, based off of these meals, so it's only 20 grams of protein right there. So I might have a protein shake or a glass of milk with it as well. I'm probably going to go with a glass of milk. So we're going to do full glass of milk. And I love these glasses right here because that's a serving and a half. Even when I'm bulking, I still like to know what I'm putting in my body as far as how much. You know, I guesstimate my macros. But once I start my shred, I will be counting all of my macros. So gonna have some fat-free milk. Gonna have 1 serving and a half of milk, and 2 of these Lean Cuisines for meal number 4. See you guys for later night snack. Gonna probably eat 1 more meal. Probably gonna eat dinner, but something to tide me over until then. So as you know, I'm obsessed with these strawberry Greek light and fit Greek yogurts. Gonna have 2 of those and gonna combine it with a scoop of chocolate or molten chocolate Cellucor whey. 1 scoop of that, and then just mix it in a bowl basically, and then stir it up. And then you got a chocolate strawberry pudding kind of thing. I also like to combine too, for another idea, I also like to combine this PB2 peanut butter powder It just basically is just peanut butter powder, just removes all the fat basically, and the oils basically from regular peanut butter. So if you like the peanut butter flavor and you eat too much of it like I do, so I gotta make sure not to have peanut butter in my house, otherwise I will eat it. I have to eat that instead. But I like to combine that with, let's go in the fridge. Super messy fridge. But I like to combine them with these little vanilla Greek yogurts right here, because there's 9 grams of protein, 1.5 gram of fat, 4 grams of carbs. But if you combine PB2 powder with this, kind of turns it into a peanut butter shake, or not shake, but like a peanut butter pudding. Super good if you like peanut butter. Highly recommend it. But this one's really good, and I also like the Dan & Light & Fit Greek yogurt vanilla also. Very little sugar, very little carbs, high protein, no fat. Can't beat that. Super good. We are making the last meal of the day, trimming up all the steaks, getting them all cubed up, putting them in a bowl, getting them all ready to go. Kind of like a cooking show. Getting them all purty and all cut up. But that's 14 ounces of steak. This is 1 whole onion and a bunch of portobello mushrooms. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go saute that in this pan right here. We're going to add some canola oil and a little bit, not very much, but a little bit of olive oil. And then spray the canola oil in the pan. We're going to put a little bit of garlic and herb seasoning on there. And then we're going to simmer it with some A1. We're going to give that a try. So that's going to do some potatoes on the side and some green beans. So I'll show you what the finished product looks like. It'll kind of go show you what it looks like step by step. So here we go. And for the second step of the dinner, just basically take all the red potatoes right there and just skin them, wash them really good, and then chop them up pretty thin, because I'm going to put it in the steamer right here. Really easy way to cook. Bam. All that is I can't believe it's not butter spray, with this garlic and herb seasoning that I also am going to use for the steak. Yum. Bam. Next, get it nice and hot. And then we're going to pour a little bit of olive oil on there. Honestly, not very much, just a little bit. Just so it kind of thickens and kind of turns up into a sauce when you add the A1. We will spray a little bit of the cooking spray in there as well. Bam. About that much right there. And just take your mushrooms and onions that you pre-cut. And I added a bunch of this garlic and herb seasoning right there. Mrs. Dash, sodium-free seasoning. Sorry, it's not focusing, but you get the gist. There we go. And just stir it around. And I added a pretty generous amount of this seasoning in there too, but you can kind of add to your liking or how much seasoning you want. Get everything nice and grilled up. It looks a little bit caramelized, a little bit cooked, and then add the steak. And then stir that around. Put it on low heat, and now we're just going to simmer everything right here. The mushrooms, the onions, and the steak, the A1, the garlic and herb seasoning. We are going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Forgot to show the secret ingredient, which is actually cream of mushroom soup. You can find cream of mushroom soup at any store and just try to find the lowest fat version possible. There's lighter calories and lower fat version. Super easy, but this is a 3/4 cup, so it's going to be a 1/2 cup. I'm going to put that in there while it simmers. I forgot to put that in there too. That's going to make it just super good with the red potatoes and the veggies. So forgot to show the secret ingredients. I'm going to put this inside of here, and then I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Get it all mixed up and then let it simmer and kind of all soak together. Slow roasting the steak, gonna make it super tender and juicy. Oh, it's gonna be really good. You can also put this on some homemade mashed potatoes too. Get creative with it. You don't always have to have it the way I have it, but that's just the way I'm having it for this meal. So I'm gonna let that finish simmering. And the finished product and last meal of the night. Very simple, sauteed and simmered mushrooms, onions, steak, a little bit of A1, a little bit of seasoning, and a little bit of cream of mushroom soup. Very, very little cream of mushroom soup, actually. I mean, there's 2 portions right there. And there's what we have for leftover, so I mean, it's a pretty good amount of leftover, too. So that'll be really good. And then, so yeah, here's the last meal of the day. Last episode of Building the Beast. And I'll see you guys for the Road to Aesthetics, which is the next series, which will be starting next week. Yeah, so I'm starting to get footage for the first episode already. And yeah, hopefully you guys like this series. And thank you for supporting and watching these videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy gains.